Hi friends, my name is Pawan. In this video, I am going to explain how to solve an optimization problem using simulation. And here is the problem. The problem is about a TV game show called Let's Make a Deal. In this game show, the contestant has given three doors to choose, and behind the one of the door there is a worthful prize, and remaining two doors consists of a worthless prize. The contestant has to choose a door, and after choosing the door, the game show the host will select the one of the remaining two doors and reveal the worthless prize. So the contestant has to decide whether to switch and give an option to switch to the other door. The contestant has to decide whether to switch the door or not. And this is the for this problem we have to use a simulation in Excel to solve and find a conclusion. And in the first question we have been asked the contestant has given 500 times and always picks the door number 1 and never switches when the option given to switch. If the valuable price is equally likely behind each door in the beginning of each play, how many times would the contestant win the valuable prize? Using simulation, we have to answer this question. So there are 500 trials given for the contestant, and he will stick to the door number 1 in all the cases and never switch when option is given to switch. Now we have to find out how many times he will win. Now we will simulate this problem in Excel. So here is the simulation data where we have chosen 500 trials, and for all these trials we have generated a random numbers, and these random numbers are between 1 and 3 indicating the three doors. So these numbers are nothing but these random numbers are nothing but the price behind the door. So here 1 indicates there is a valuable price behind the door number 1. So there are 500 rows indicating 500 trials for the contestant. So we have categorized all the three doors into three columns where P indicates there is a price behind the door number 1 and WP indicates there is no price, that is nothing but there is a worthless price behind the door number 1. This will be obtained based upon these values. Here 1 indicates there is a price behind the door number 1. That's why we have indicated with P in door number 1. Similarly we have done the same thing for door 2 and door 3. We have used the if condition in order to obtain to this conclusion. If there is a price behind the door number 1 which is in the cell B2, then we will mark it as a P. That is nothing but there is a price behind the door number 1. If there is no price, it will be indicated as WP. Since it is a number price is behind door number 3, the door number 1 we have indicated as worthless price. Similarly, door 2 has also indicated with worthless price, and door 3 has been indicated with valuable price P. Likewise, we have simulated the 500 rows for all the three doors. Now, according to the first problem, the contestant will always switch to the door 1, which indicates if there is a price behind the door 1, he will win, otherwise he will lose. So based upon that simulation, we have taken the door number 1 data and we have shown whether the contestant has been won or not. So based upon this data, it is clearly shown that the contestant has been win the game. So in this way, he has been played for 500 times. Overall, how many times he has won will be mentioned at the bottom of the table. So here is the total wins in the 500 times. So how many times we have won is 177. So therefore the win percentage out of 500 games is given by this cell divided by 500 into 100, that is he has won 35% of the time. Now we will go for the problem number 2 in this question. Here the contestant has allowed to play game for another 500 times. This time the player always selects the door number 1 initially and switches when given the option. Using the simulation, how many times would the contestant win the valuable prize? Now we have to again simulate the same for the 500 rows, and here in this case the contestant will switch the door when given option. So therefore after switching means uh, the host will reveal the one of the worthless price doors. So for that I have taken eliminate the door column. So here in this eliminate column indicates the door which has been revealed by the host. So here door 2 indicates that there is no price, that is nothing but worthless price behind the door 2. Therefore, the remaining door is nothing but door 3, which is option only available for the contestant to switch, which is taken in the column 3. Since always he chooses the door number 1 in the first time, so we have only two remaining doors, that is door 2 and door 3. So in these two doors, the host will reveal the door which contains worthless price, which is obtained from this data. So by this formula we can see if the door 2 contains worthless price, therefore door 2 will be eliminated, else door 3 will be eliminated. So in this way we have obtained the elimination door row in this column. Now the contestant has only option one of selecting one door. After he selecting the first door, he has left with only one door, that is indicated in the switch column. So now he has only one option to select this door. If he switches to door 3, then there will be worthless price in door 3. We have already seen that in this data. So he will be lose. In the same way, we will calculate all this for 500 rows. Then based upon this data, we will evaluate whether he has been win or lose. Again, we have count all these win values for this 500 rows, and it will be obtained as 323. This is the total number of wins he has been seen for the 500 rows. Now we will go for the third question. That is nothing but if if you if you were the contestant on this show, what would you do with the given option of switching the doors? Now if I am were the contestant, then if you look at the data of a winning percentage from the both the cases, that is sticking to the door number 1 and all the time, even though option has been given to switch, the contestant has been stick to the door number 1, then he won 177 times of the 500 trials. Therefore, the winning percentage is 35.4. In the second question, when the contestant is given option to switch the door, the number of wins he has seen is 323 and the winning percentage is 664.6. Therefore, from this clearly we can say that we have the contestant, I mean, if I were the contestant, I will switch the door based upon the winning percentage. And here is the final solution for the given problem. Thank you.